All right. Hello. Welcome back. I thought that we can do a little bit of belly movements now. So we can start a new series. We just finished a hip series and hip combos with those series. And we're going to start doing movements that involve the belly. Okay? So, should be fun. Like I said, welcome. I have tutorials of different belly dance movements from different styles of belly dance. Either it's going to be tribal or Egyptian type, mostly. And so feel free to take a look and go back to any of the movements that you don't know that we do here moving forward, okay? So in the beginning, we do a little bit of a posture check, a mini warm-up, and then we'll work on the movement, which we're going to do a belly roll. So it's going to be up to down, I believe. Sometimes it gets confusing. You can go back and forth. But we're going to try just a little bit of like leading up to a belly roll and then try the belly roll at the very end. Excuse me. So we have a good posture, good alignment in the whole body. We have our core tucked and pulled in and tight. We have our chest lifted, so high chest here. And don't forget, we have bent knees, not super bent, but a little bit soft knees, okay? Roll the shoulders back and down. We'll kind of lock them back here. Your trapezius, I think it's called. So let's do a little bit of warm up. Let's put our arms out and we're going to reach to the sides, okay? So we're going to reach, right and left. Whichever side you want to start on, we're just reaching to the sides. Good stretch for the obliques. All right. Check it out. Let's put our arms maybe flat here. Good bent posture. We're going to twist to the right, to the left, right, to the left. So we're not moving our lower part of our body. That is staying still. And actually our head is also staying with it. So it's just this upper torso area, your chest, and your shoulders, your rib cage, that's all moving from side to side. The definite isolation. Put our hands on our hips and lift the chest up and down. Up and then just drop to neutral here. Up, down, lift, 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 and lift, 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 and lift. Okay, we're already in the bent knee posture, but we're going to bend a little bit more. I'm just going to take our hips with it. So like for example, I'm bending the right knee more and the hip is going to drop with it. And we're going to switch sides. So bend and bend. Gets that good stretch for the sides of the glute muscles. Okay. Just do a little bit of hip circles. It's really small. My knees are still bent and almost like a knee circle, but the hips are going with it. So my knees are drawing this circle on the floor around myself. All right. Good job, everyone. Let's take a deep breath. one more. Okay, we're going to do some more breaths, which is going to involve moving with the belly. Although when you do a belly roll, you're not breathing with it. You're actually holding your breath. So we're going to practice that as well. First, let's try to get in touch with our bellies, okay? So, however shape your belly is, doesn't matter. Still can do a belly roll. And we're going to try to separate our belly into three. So this upper belly, middle belly, and then there's a lower belly, okay? So I feel like touching this area helps with the movement. So let's practice the upper belly. Try to move my hand out of the way. I'm going to touch the upper part here of the abs, the belly, and practice pushing it out. So we're not pushing the whole belly out, it's just the top part. So if you put your fingers on here and push that part out. So you put it back in, push, push, push. It's really hard to isolate it, but we're going to push. Once you get a little groove, then you can work on pushing that part of the belly out. And if you want to lower here and just, let's see, that's the top part. And then this is the middle. So we go in, push, 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 push. Get that one a little bit easier. And the lower part of the belly, we're gonna push. Let's see. It's not easy. But if you want to see the difference, you want to go top, bottom, bottom, which kind of goes with this one. But there's a top, middle, bottom. Do you see that? And like I said, holding that part really helps me, so hopefully it helps you. So top, middle, bottom, top, middle, and bottom. When you push the bottom out, the middle goes back in. I would say it's not a good idea to do this if you just finished a meal or if you're trying to eat at the same time, unless you're just watching. So we go push, push, push. Okay, this is super hard, and I feel like you would need to practice this a lot to really get it. Okay, I'm putting marks on me. You can go backwards and go push, push, push. Okay, so push, push, and push. Push, push, push. Okay. I want you to take a breath, take breaks, and go back and practice that, where you're pushing the top part of your belly, middle part of your belly, and then the bottom part of your belly. Because when you roll, you're sectioning off the belly, and you would have to just get a feel of what that's feeling like, okay? But to move forward, we're going to do the belly roll. Forward, top to bottom, okay? And I'm not really going to use my body. You can do a belly roll with a body roll, but we're just focusing on the belly right now. But you could start with lifting the chest so that you can have this more of a space to do the belly roll. And sometimes you can start off with like the vacuum. You might have heard of that, the belly vacuum, which is if we breathe in all the air first. I'm going to talk in sections here. We go breathe in, and then we breathe out. Just let it all out, and then pull all this in, like the top portion in. So when you start the belly roll, it's going to be more accentuated because you're going to push with the top part. And technically you can push, like pull your whole stomach in for the vacuum. So we go breathe in, breathe out, blow it all out, and bring it all in the vacuum. And this is the part where you should not be breathing, but I'm talking, so I am breathing. But we pull it in, and it's like you can go from there, especially with the belly flutter, which we're going to do a video on by itself. Okay, so the belly roll, bottom, top. The bottom is top. We're going to push the belly out first, the top portion here, roll, and then pull it in, and then pull it in. Top to bottom, bottom to top. Sorry, I'm trying to get it straight in my head. So we're pushing it out, and tucking it in. So we're going to roll, and then when you roll back, it's out and then in. Okay, so top to bottom, just a little roll. So trying to do it and holding my breath at the same time. Sorry if my voice is a little crazy, it's because I'm getting over being very exhausted after a very long month. Okay, so we have push and then in. Okay, and then you start back on the top. Push, in. Push, in. Push, in. Your stomach makes noises. That's okay. It means you're just still digesting something. So we're pushing our stomach out and then pulling it all in, one section at a time. You can hold this in just to see. Take breath. Bring it in. Push. In. Push. In. Push. In. Push. In. Push. In. Top part of the belly, middle, bottom. Top, middle, bottom. Top, middle, bottom. Top, middle, bottom. Top, middle, bottom. And you can use, as you start off, you could use your body to help it a little bit. Eventually you want to just be able to just move the belly, with not moving too much of the rest of your body. But if you want to, like I'm doing right now, is lifting your chest a little bit, so you're kind of like making this little arch to push this top part out. And then I'm bringing my chest down as I'm tucking in the middle part and bringing this in, sit down a little bit with that, kind of like bring your glutes muscles up. So you, yes, kind of squeeze them, and then you release, which you don't want to pop out this area because you don't want to hurt yourself, but you just release. So if you have it tucked in and then you release, that's not hard on your body, but you don't want to pop it out. Okay, so again, we're going to lift as you push the top of the stomach out. The chest is coming down as you're tucking the middle of the belly, and then we're sitting into the bottom part. Okay, again, a little bit faster. Top, middle, bottom. 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 Okay. Woo! I hope you had an easier time with that. But I hope you enjoyed anyways. And that was the belly roll from top to bottom. Not easy, as you can see. It does look easy when somebody's doing it on a stage because they've practiced for a long amount of time. So keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next video involving the belly. Bye.